The last game of season 3 was very interesting because it allowed for multiple finalists. This is really good for us because the more people in the finals means the more people who survive. In Squid Game, one person must be eliminated off of each of the 3 platforms. This tends to get ugly because no one wants to be the guy who gets eliminated. As we see in the last episode, there are so many different ways to handle this game. If everyone played fair, you can draw straws or do some other version of a game like rock, paper, scissors. If no one wants to play along, you hopefully still have your group to help you push them off. Each pillar also has this nice handy dandy pole in the middle, so you'll want to be grabbing that first for obvious reasons. I think there are just so many ways for multiple people to survive the Squid Game that I'm surprised it's the final game in the show. Now we're getting into some pretty difficult territory. There are no games left that give you the freedom of relying only on yourself, so the rest of the games ongoing are pretty risky. Let's hope you picked a strong group because Tug of War is our next game. Tug of War relies almost purely on strength. It doesn't matter how in sync you are with your team if the opposing side is just too strong in the end. There are strategies to winning such as tugging all at the same time and maneuvering as we see in the show, but these can be risky and don't guarantee a victory. Winning Tug of War really comes down to how well you are with others beforehand. If you have a strong group, you have the best chances. At the end of the day, Tug of War still feels like a toss-up. You might disagree with me here, but I think Squid Game would be the next likely game to survive, and it takes 3rd place in the most deadliest. The rules of the actual Squid Game are pretty confusing, but since there are only 2 people left at the end, it's pretty much just a 1v1 to the death. If you've made it this far in the games, then your opponent is likely similar to you in stature and strength, because if everyone else took out those they deemed as too threatening, neither of you would be in the finals. Unlike all the other games, the only way you're winning Squid Game is through strength and agility in combat. There really is no way to trick your opponent or bend the rules to your favor. The stronger player is coming out on top. Despite only having to beat one person, without weapons, this is going to be a difficult task that you likely won't survive. Coming in 2nd place for deadliest game in Squid Games is Glass Bridge. I would be terrified if I had to play this game no matter what position I put in.